Hello, guys. So excited. I've got some more pre-workout. My cup that says believe in yourself. This is like sometimes I really do need a cup that says that. So, hey, Heather. I have some shout outs and I'm really bummed. I left the hospital a little bit later than what I wanted to, but I had even more screenshots that I could have uploaded. I just didn't have enough time. So we're gonna start off cheering you guys on because you guys are total badasses. I'm so proud of you guys. There's so many of you that took action yesterday. I'm going to chat for a little bit before we dig in, just because I know Kara's trying to get everybody added in here. All right. Who's ready to talk about content that converts? We're going to be talking about how to client stack and price your offer. Very excited. We're going to be talking about money. All right. Who did the homework? Who did the homework? I know Jessica did. Proud of you. Jennifer. Oh my God, Heather, I love that. Jen Howard, hello. Oh my gosh, you're fine. Actually, you know what's Jennifer? I like saw your Instagram. I think I've sent so many voice messages. I want to like personally welcome everybody. We have 500 people registered for this training. So I was sending like personal voice notes to as many people as I could or text messages, etc. Hey, anyways, I saw your Instagram and I was like, she doesn't have her post up. Not to call you out, but you're good though. You can do it tonight. You can just do it all at once. Amber Graves, congrats on joining Rebel Launch. I'm so excited. I'll get your sticky note up here after this. All right. Let's dig in, you guys. We're gonna go do the damn thing. All right. So now that we've cleared the BS, it's time to build the machine. So today we're gonna be talking about how to book premium clients, create a consistent income. Okay. I don't want you guys to be going from like 0 to 5K to like 2K. We have families, right? We've got a life, we've got bills, we've got children. We need to know what our monthly income is going to be. So we're going to be talking about that. And finally, running your business like a business. So we're going to be doing our homework check-in. Okay, so here's a few screenshots. Very excited, you guys. I loved the text coming in, the DMs. Again, I had so freaking many, and I put as many as I could. I saw more trickling in driving home, so I apologize. I was not able to get all of them in, okay? What did you guys think of the homework? Was it hard? Was it easy? I haven't had homework in years. I know, right? Thank God. My friend's going back to school, and I'm like, I do not miss that. Samantha, hello. Yay, Patrice. All right. Proud of you guys. So, homework check-in. Who found it helpful? How many of you are just like, it was like peeling off a band-aid? You're just like, okay, it's done. It's over with. I love this message. Girly, I'm so fucking proud. Okay, we're just gonna cuss. I apologize. I told my team, I was like, I'm gonna try and go do one training without. I just get really fired up and passionate. All right. I think everybody that's gonna be hopping on is on. Let's dig in. Yes. It really made me think I need to hone into my skills and niche down. Yes. Isabel, that's totally fine. I know you guys have lives too outside of this. That's cool. All right. So, pillar 4, content that converts. So, here are, again, just I was trying to add more screenshots and things like that, making you guys one big feedback I got from you guys was that you love that you didn't feel alone. You guys felt seen. Again, I read all of your texts, all of your messages, and it was just so great. So, that's why I was trying to add more in there of things I actually heard from you guys from day one into this. All right. So before we get into that, though, I want to show you guys some client wins. So yesterday, I showed you some of our more beginner intermediate wins that some clients had. Today, I want to show you what it looks like when they worked with us. So each and every one of them started at the, well, it was Rebel Launch, we restructured it, so the name changed. But they started off with me as beginners, very intermediate, and then they've continued to work with me for 6 months or longer. So some of them for, gosh, a year and a half. So here's the results that you guys can get. Again, real clients, current clients. I just wanted to, again, make you guys feel like, okay, I'm not crazy. I can dream big. I can dream more than a 3K month. Yes, the hell you can. You can totally dream bigger than that. All right. So here's what you guys are doing. When you're posting, I know we kind of talked about it a little bit yesterday, but I want you guys to read over that. Again, right? You're posting to post. You're afraid to actually talk about your offer because you don't want to seem salesy. You're just trying to do all the trendy stuff and go viral. Here's why it's failing you. People aren't engaging because they don't know what you actually do. You're teaching for free instead of leading with an actual strategy. So maybe you're giving away like so much, like a breakdown, or getting into like the nitty gritty, right? Your content sounds safe, which means it's unforgettable. Or sorry, forgettable. You want it to be unforgettable. My apologies. And you're getting attention from other virtual assistants, but not conversion from your dream clients. I see this so often, which I love community. I tell my clients, I'm like, oh my gosh, so-and-so, they're new to launch, go follow them, go like their intro post, all the things. I'm all about that. But if you're only attracting people that are in the same niche as you, right? Like other virtual assistants, that's a problem. This Instagram, your business Instagram, is not for you. Your content is not for you. I have the 3 most beautiful children in the entire world. I know every mom thinks that, but I know, but I don't post them, right? I mean, I do on Facebook, I do in my stories, but I'm not going to just be like, oh my gosh, Kellen got, first at state or whatever on my Instagram. We are not doing that because that is not giving value to our idle clients. So as sad as it may be, your business Instagram is not for you. It's for your idle clients. But your personal Facebook, you can do whatever you want and post as many pictures of your babies that you want on there. All right. And then, of course, we're going to be breaking down some common myths. And as I'm talking to you guys, if you guys have any questions at all, please don't be afraid to ask. Okay. Here's some common myths. I have to post every day or I won't get clients. My content has to be perfectly branded. I need thousands of followers to land clients. I don't have anything valuable to say. I'm just starting out. I know we talked about that one yesterday with mindset. No one's engaging, so my content must not be working. And we're going to be digging into each and every single one of these myths. But again, I want you guys to feel seen and heard. How many of you guys have had at least one of those thoughts? Just comment one. Ooh, yes. That's actually a great skill, Patrice. Way to go. At least one. Yes. How many of you have thought of at least 3 of those with your content? One. Yes. 3. Oh my gosh. Many, right? That was me. I was all 5. Problem. I was a 10 out of 5. I had even other myths as well too. I thought I had to show up and have makeup on, my hair done, look perfect. I also for a very long time thought like, okay, would I be more successful if I lost weight, which I know is like such a toxic mindset. But when you're starting out, it's hard to compare yourself to other people. And here's what I've learned is that when you show up as your, and I hate using the word authentic because 2020, that's all that anyone ever talked about was being authentic, but you have to be yourself. And it's going to naturally weed out the people that are not for you. So if you guys get sick and tired of me talking about Gilmore Girls, which you guys will if you guys start following me on Instagram, I'm obsessed, right? Or my TV shows that I like, I'm not your girl. And that's okay. I want you guys to remember, you guys can actually write this on a sticky note and put it up on your window, wherever you need to. Type it out, write it on a sticky note later, and I want you guys to put it somewhere you can see it. Remember, you are not meant to work with everyone, and everyone is not meant to work with you. Even if you're just like, I just want a client. There are way too many times as a new virtual assistant where I brought people on just because I was desperate for money. You guys do not need to do that. So make sure that you guys are showing up. You're being true to yourselves. You're not trying to put on a facade. Number 1, that's hard to upkeep, right? Number two, you're going to have way more fun and attract people naturally that you align with. So a lot of my clients, not all of them, even if you haven't had a child, I can still help you in your VA business. But naturally, because I'm a mom, I attract moms, right? I'm not going to say, oh, I work with like moms in my thing, but because it doesn't really matter about who my ideal client is, right? But naturally, that's just who I attract through my Instagram stories, talking about my why. Oh my gosh, Jen Howard, girlfriend. I watch that like 5 times a year. I'm like looking around. I actually have like a whole shelf dedicated to Gilmore Girls in my office. And Friends. Oh my God. See, I'm like naturally attracting Gilmore Girls lovers, and I didn't even mean to. I constantly remind myself how many people there are in the world and how few of them actually have to work with me. Oh my gosh. Okay, when we get into the pricing and client stacking, Crystal, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, yes. Because you're going to be astounded by how little clients when you're bringing in premium clients that you actually need. So let's dig into what we're going to be doing instead of what you are currently doing and what you need to be doing. All right. So this is someone that got our content vault that's inside Rebel Launch. Again, I wanted you guys to feel seen. She was like, I always struggle, excuse me, on trying to figure out what I need to be posting about. So here's what we're going to be doing. All right. Writing story-based belief shifting content that builds demand. So people are reading it and they're like, oh my gosh, I need you. I need you. So a great example of this, and she did it such a good job when she first started off. But Kara, my COO, she has an Instagram, but she doesn't even have to post on it anymore. Because she just like naturally gets so many referrals. So I still would say, Kara, I'm calling you out. She hates posting content, but post content, be consistent with it. But really our goal is that you hit the nail on the head. You know your niche, you do such amazing market research, you know what they need, you know the solutions that like if you missed a few days of posting, it's not going to matter, right? But right now, we're building you up. We're building that rapport. We're building that credibility and social proof through your Instagram. So, pro tip, when you're having an active conversation, again, aka building rapport with your ideal client avatar, you will never be out of content ideas. Ask any of my clients if because I do content calls with them, and if they're like, I don't know what to post about, I don't know what to talk about, whatever, I go, okay. And these are like my higher level clients. I'm like, have you been doing like talking to people in the DMs? Have you been connecting? Have you been building rapport? And they go, no. I'm like, I know you haven't, because here's the thing. Even today, right? When I hopped on my stories, what I talked about, again, I was tweaking this until like an hour and a half ago, right? I was tailoring it to you guys, the feedback that I'm getting from you guys. All right. So keep having those conversations. It's going to make content. Even yesterday, if you guys remember, I was talking about something and I was like, ooh, content idea. Okay. It actually can be a lot of fun. So this is actually one from my team member. This on the left here, she dove into her free content and said she realized she needed this. So that is exactly what I want for you guys. I want them to read your post on Instagram, or they're scrolling and they stop, and I'm going to teach you how to do this. And they're like, holy crap. Okay. Like this free content is so amazing, or this free training, or this solution that they gave me in my post. I need this. And then here's a current client we have, Allison, of exactly the results that she got with posting just for 30 days. And not even every day, for 30 days. Okay. That's 3 to 4 times a week. And that's the amount of views that she got. All right. Again, not followers, views. All right. I'm going to see if we have any questions. Yes, my 9-year-old. Oh my gosh. I have no idea what it's about. Jasmine, you have to. Yes. See, exactly. It does. I know. I was like saying that was like bad example, but no, it's actually a great example. I definitely struggle with ideas on what to post. And that's a great thing about being a virtual assistant. I have to continuously post, right? With my coaching business. Like and having clients. But you guys, once you're booked out, yes, you want to be posting consistently, but you don't have to be doing it as often. Again, are we telling you guys the magic number that you need to be booked out in the next final pillar? Okay. So next is your brand pillars. Okay. If you guys are taking notes, get a notepad, pencil, whatever you guys need. But I'm giving away a ton of stuff. Okay. A ton. And it's going to be a lot. Also, if you guys have thought about doing content creation or you think it might be something you're interested in, everything I'm teaching you in here is exactly what you can go do for your ideal clients. So your goal is to build the like, know, and trust factor. For someone to want to work with you, they have to like you. So basically, like, don't be a douche, right? Be nice. They gotta like you. You gotta seem personable. Again, just be yourself. I promise people will like you. They need to know you. So again, they can know the quirky things about like, oh my gosh, Jade has like Gilmore Girl gifts in her emails, right? Or she loves coffee. She's addicted to caffeine, right? She's a wrestling mom, whatever. You're gonna be able to show your personality in your Instagram stories and the trust factor, all right? They need to trust you to want to work with you, all right? Like, no trust. Remember that. So your brand pillars, these are going to be your common interests that you have with your ideal client, your skill set, and your client goals. All right. Those are the three things. Now, if you guys remember from yesterday when we were setting up your Instagram bio and building out your I help statement through the homework that was given yesterday, do you remember we like plugged in each of those, right? So it's your ideal client plus your skill set equals your client goals. So like what you're helping them achieve. So those are the three things you need in your bio, which is exactly the example I gave you guys in the homework. If you guys got the link from day one, if you guys do need that link, just put it in the chat, say like, hey, I didn't get that link for the homework. If you guys want to do day one, Kara can drop that in here for you guys. Okay. So I'm gonna be walking you through the different kinds of content. Okay. So be specific about what you do for them. So not just, oh, I go and streamline the back end of your business. That shit used to fly. Again, clear back in 2020 when I first started, and that was actually mine. My bio, oh my gosh, it was so cringy. It was, I help online fitness coaches streamline the back end of their business. I don't even think I had a goal in there. Okay. So, and now everyone and their mom does that. So, but you need to showcase what you do. And you're going to talk about the transformation. This is called the Epiphany Bridge. All right. This is just one type of content that you can create. All right. So during this Epiphany Bridge, again, this is just like one way to write a post. You're going to talk about the transformation. Now, a lot of you might be like, Jade, I just started my Instagram bio. How will I even know what transformation I'm going to give them? But I promise you, it will come to you. It will make sense. Once you know who your ideal client is, you're talking to them. If they're saying, oh my gosh, like I don't have time to go and like do lead generation in my business, right? Like I'm on online fitness coaching calls all day long. I just don't have the time to do like my content or lead generation. You're going to know, okay, awesome. So you know how they're feeling. They're feeling stressed. And you guys, these are conversations you're going to have in market research. You know, they're feeling stressed. You're going to agitate those pain points. So if you guys actually go look at my content, that's what I do with you guys, right? I know, like, look at my emails, look at the content. I know what you're struggling with, right? You've been like, okay, I've done the portfolio building. I've worked for free. I did the resume thing. I'm applying for job ops. I agitate those pain points and then I show you the transformation. So this is one of my favorite examples. I heard it years ago and I always use it. Now, think about this, guys. Think about a commercial for, we'll say American Airlines. All right. If American Airlines had a commercial that was showing you a trip to Hawaii, but they don't actually show that. They just say, hey, when you, and this is actually ties in. So I want you guys to remember this analogy. This also ties in to your pricing and your packages. All right. So if they're telling you, hey, when you work with me, you get 5 done for you posts and you have an accountability partner and you have this and that, right? I've had, gosh, Kara, how many clients have we even had, like new clients in the last 24 hours? I like lost count. I don't even know. But every single one of them, they weren't asking like what's in the program. Not one of them. Not a single one of however many people said what's in Rebel Launch. I don't even know if they know how long it is, to be honest with you. Do you want to know why they decided to join? Because of the transformation. So, again, going back to American Airlines, if they're saying, oh my gosh, when you board our flight to go to Hawaii, you get free peanuts and a free bottle of water, and you have soft seats that lean back. You don't want to go to Hawaii. That's not sexy, right? They're like, cool, free peanuts. Awesome. No one gives a shit about what you're going to be doing for them. Do you want to know what they care about? The transformation they're going to get when they decide to hire you as their virtual assistant, online service provider, whatever it is. All right. So when it comes to the Epiphany Bridge, you're walking them through what it looks like. So an example, you're the beginning, right? So I'm trying to think again, kind of like the online fitness coaches example. Okay, you're an online fitness coach and you are, you get your workout in, you make your protein shake, and then you're on like online fitness coaching calls all day long or whatever it is they're saying, right? Imagine this. You get 5 hours back each week by outsourcing yada, 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 right? And you're going to walk them through what it looks like. You have sales calls booked on your calendar. You didn't even have to open your DMs, or your entire month of May content was done for you. Now, instead of working on content until midnight, now you can go enjoy time with your kids after school. That they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. And I guess, of course, I totally pull that out of my ass, but you're going to literally get their fears, pains, and goals, and you're going to plug it into the content. Let me know if this is landing, you guys. And we're going to be breaking down like exactly what a piece of content looks like too. Oh my gosh, I know. I like watch Lorelai, and I'm like, I should definitely like just be a more chill, laid back mom. Makes total sense. Okay, really glad. Perfect, perfect. All right, guys. So here's what it looks like. This is like basic content, but the hook is what I like to call a scroll stopper. Okay, like showstopper. I call it a scroll stopper, but AKA it's to grab their effing attention. Okay. Because how many of us scroll like before bed, maybe when you wake up, whatever, you're scrolling. Comment yes. You guys scroll? I mean, we all scroll. Yes. Okay, also, for those of you guys commenting saying, yes, you're scrolling, I don't want to hear from you. I don't have time in my virtual assistant business, because instead of scrolling, you're going to go do what you need to do. You're going to go do these money generating activities to go land a client. Okay. I tricked you guys. I love it. Patrice, you're in Rebel Launch, so I could totally call you out. I'm just kidding. Awesome. All right, guys. So again, you're going to want them to be scrolling and be like, stop. Do you know what always gets me is like the reel, which I know it's like a little bit different, but like the reels where you're like, wait, what are they doing? And it's like that 1 second, like boomerang or whatever, gets me every time. That's exact reaction that we want with your hook. All right. Next is going to be the body. You guys need some meat to your content. So again, if you guys want to see what not to do with your content, I mean, I showed up, I was very straight and to the point, but if you guys scroll way, way back to 2020, 2021, there's like 3 sentences in there. Okay. We need some meat to it. So you can have the skeleton to it, but we want to be telling a story. All right. Patrice. All right. And then you're going to have a call to action. Now, how many of you guys actually already have a virtual assistant business, maybe even putting some content up? How many of you guys have been like, I don't need a call to action because I don't have any followers. No one watches my Instagram stories. Did you guys know that when remember, I told you yesterday, I started a brand new Instagram account, December of 2020, brand new. I didn't even have 5 people that would watch my stories. And I had a call to action every single time. Even if you guys go look now at my posts, very rarely do I get a ton of people that comment for like a free training or whatever it is, right? Whatever the call to action is. Like, I'm not even kidding you. You guys are probably like, you do not have $1 million business. I do, right? So it does not matter how many people are following you. Again, how many people are watching your stories. I have over 6,000 followers again, right? Not a shitload. But out of that many, 88 people, I just went and looked at 420 today. All right. I was staying in the hospital again, working on this, finalizing it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I only had 88 people out of 6,060 followers watching my stories. All right. Yeah, not bad. So if you guys only have 100 followers, or if you guys only have 10 followers, you don't have anyone watching your stories, it does not matter because there are always silent lurkers. I cannot tell you how many people have ghosted me in the DMs, ghosted me in like Facebook group, whatever. And then all of a sudden, like message me like, I'm ready to buy. And I'm like, where the hell did that come from? And I'll see them watching my stories or whatever. But just because they're not liking your post doesn't mean that they're not seeing it. Okay. So remember that. Also, I cannot tell you how many people went through what my old program when they were doing market research and they would actually land a client for market research because they made that connection on Instagram. That person started to follow them. And because they were confident in their content that they were putting out, they would always reach back out to them and like end up hiring them. Okay. All right. So again, just to put in perspective for you, this is before I hit 6,000, but I have made over $100,000 in 1 month and I only had 5,000 followers. Okay. So when I tell you that like my client Kaylee had 60 followers and she had a 10K month, dollar signs do not equal followers. All right. You guys can write that on a sticky note too and put it there if you need to, if that's the mindset you have. Again, the best thing about this training is everything that you are learning right now for your business as a virtual assistant is a skill set that you can go and implement in your own virtual assistant business. All right. What questions do we have about content, you guys? Any questions about content? I don't care if I miss a question too. I know you're a coach, so you can go and answer it if you like. All right, guys. We're moving on to pricing and client stacking. All right, who's excited for this one? How many people are like, actually, let's do this. Comment in the chat what you guys think you should be charging. You guys can do per hour, per month, clients, like per client. Ooh, Patrice. Jen, I love that. That's actually how much my program is $1 million. I'm just kidding. Someday I will give you $1 million. I'm just like thinking of oh my gosh, like Dr. Evil and Austin Powers, $1 million. Jessica, that's a great rate. So my beginner virtual assistants, $50 an hour. I have 3 packages. Oh my gosh, you're totally fine. Yes, Dr. Evil. Okay, awesome, guys. So for those of you guys saying $35, that's what I was charging back in 2020, 2021, when I was I had been working, I was a VA, but so I had some experience, but that's what I was charging in 2020, 2021 was $35 as an experienced virtual assistant. So for those of you guys saying $35 an hour, definitely. Oh my God, Jessica, no. Jessica Kiris, am I saying your name right? I'm sorry to call you out, but oh my God, Chloe, I like ugly laugh to Austin. It's like my favorite. All of them. Jessica, no, it does not matter if you're starting out. That was the starting rate for my clients when I was a coach in 2020. Oh, sorry. I meant 2019 when I was a VA, not 21. I was thinking of like a new coach. No, when I was a virtual assistant in 2019 and early 2020, that's what I meant. But yeah. So in 2020 and 2021, when I was going into coaching, that was a beginner's rate way back then. So And also, it doesn't matter if you're new. Because remember what we talked about yesterday with finding our ideal client, your niche, you guys are going to be talking to them and showing them the value that you have in your content. Okay. So here's what you guys are doing. Oh my gosh, look. Oh, $15 an hour. That was my rate before I hired my virtual assistant. So here's what you guys are doing. Here's why it's failing you. You're maxed out, you're underpaid, and one emergency away from burnout. I've seen it way too many times. Clients that go, well, they become clients, but they go and do it like on their own. They don't structure their business correctly. They don't structure their packages correctly. We just had a client in our year-long program. And when she came and was working with us, she was making 2,600, right, Kara? She was your client, 2,600. Now she's making 6,600 in less than 90 days. We got her 4,000, Kara, my amazing co-coach did. But she got her $4,000 a month by restructuring because she was charging too little. She was taking on clients for like, wasn't like 200-300 bucks. Like, no. So she had so many clients and she wasn't even making her bare minimum monthly goal. We are not doing that. We are not about that. Okay. That is for, yes, you may be new. Yeah. Love it. Thanks, Kira. Okay. My memory's a little, so I want to make sure. But this is exactly why we need your income, why your income is inconsistent. Your pricing has no strategy. You're just like, again, if you're applying for job ops, you're just taking whatever's there. Oh, okay, cool. I can make 200 bucks with you. Awesome. Let's go. You don't have a niche. You don't have a specific skill set, and it's going to burn you out. Going and logging in and out of all of your clients' shit, managing so many clients as a virtual assistant will get you burned out. So here is what we're going to be doing instead. We're going to be doing pricing and client stacking. So you're going to be raising your baseline package to reflect your value and protect your energy. You guys have to think about, and again, remember yesterday I was telling you like, oh, I was making 1683 an hour in 2017 at my 9 to 5. So I was like, okay, well, I get to work from home. How lucky am I? I'm just going to go ahead and charge $15 an hour. Did not think about, oh yeah, Jade, you are on 40 hours a week. There was no guarantee I was getting 40 hours a week, which also don't work that much. We'll go into that. In the client work, don't do that. And I didn't think about, oh, well, now I don't have like health insurance, right? You're at home, you're using more electricity, like all the business expenses, like little apps and things you have to pay for. That shit adds up. Taxes, you got to put 25% of that away. And okay, it'll vary. Talk to your CPA, but it'll vary. But they usually just say like 25%, right? Those are things you guys have to think about when you're doing your pricing. It doesn't matter if you don't have to drive anywhere. No. All right. You guys are creating outcome-based retainer packages that are easy to sell and even easier to deliver. Again, we're going to be going into this, but so many virtual assistants. This is one of my biggest pet peeves. No judgment. I did the same thing because overcomplicate your packages. And so, like when I'm talking to some of the DMs and when they say, "Oh, I've got like 6 clients," I already know what they're doing wrong. I know why they have 6 clients. They don't want to have 6 clients. They're burned out, but they have to have 6 clients. Ooh, another good client I just thought of. She was like Lauren, like 2 years ago, probably the worst business. And again, she had no structure, but she was making $2,000 a month. Guess how many clients she had? When I saw that, I wanted to puke. And she was working way too much. 10 clients. Yes, Jessica. Oh my gosh. I feel like I need to like throw you a t-shirt or something. You guessed that right. Yes. 10 clients. I was like, oh my gosh. I can't even imagine doing all that client work and not even making enough to make ends meet. That's mind blowing. So we're going to be building a stacking system that creates monthly reoccurring income. How many of you guys would love to just be like, oh my gosh, for the month of May, I know guaranteed income is $4,000 a month with the current clients I have. That better be all y'all. All of you. Yes. Yes. Way too often, okay, I'm gonna go off on a little tangent. I'm giving you way more value here. Get paid up front, guys. Have a signed contract. You are a legitimate business. Legitimate. Okay? You are a business. Those are things that you need. If someone says, I want to pay you bi-weekly, I want to pay you after the work is done, see ya. Do you think I let anyone in my program and have them have all my resources without paying me? No. Do you guys go to McDonald's and order a freaking McChicken and eat it and then go back later, like 2 weeks later, and pay for it? No. Do you go to Target and leave with $500 worth of shit? Which, yes, it's always shit. Pillows are my kryptonite. I love decor pillows. That is me. And pay for it later? No. So why are you guys letting people pay you after the work is done? Get a signed contract, get the first month's payment. It's your business. Put boundaries in place. Who is not paid? Yeah, there you go, Heather. I always get paid up front. I love that. I'm actually like really shocked. I can't tell you how many people, ooh, cussing. Do not apologize, Jen. I was trying to be like well-mannered because these are going to be replays, but you know me. I wish I can do that at Target. Okay, I never was able to. I had a Target, I actually cut it up years ago when I started my coaching business. But no, I had a Target credit card and I paid it off and cut that shit up. I never was able to actually afford to do that. But goals, right? Goals. That's why we're here, to live the dream life you want. If you guys want to go to Target and just go drop $200 on worth of pillows, which if I do that, my husband may divorce me. Literally told me to not buy any more pillows, Jane. Uh, yes. Okay. Oh yeah, perfect. I love that, Elena. Or Elena. Elena, sorry. I want to go Target. Yes. But here's the thing too, guys. Do your dreamy clients not pay you on time? Do they not respect your boundaries? If they do, they're not ideal. Okay? There's more to an ideal client than just making sure they're within your niche. They need to respect your boundaries, right? Just like my business. Just because you're a mom doesn't mean you're going to be an ideal client. If I don't, if we can't like, right, get along, which I don't think I've ever met anyone I don't get along with, but right, you don't have to say yes to everybody. You guys can choose to be picky. Because here's the thing, it's kind of like dating, right? Okay, I was like newly divorced like 5 years ago. Never want to be in that position ever again. It's so different than when I was 20, okay, 15 years ago. Way different. Tinder was not a thing back then. Yes, that's how old I am. But do you guys know, like for those of you guys that have dated or the last time you dated, when there's like red flags being thrown up, right? And you go and date them anyways, and then 6 months later, you're like, oh my gosh. And you look back and you're like, that was a red flag. That was a red flag. Lives with his mom. That's a red flag. I'm just kidding, right? That's the same thing with your clients. All right. So be picky. If you guys see a red flag, I promise you it's not worth the headache. It's not worth the $200. I'm just kidding. None of your packages should be $200. We're not doing that. Oh, where were you? Where were you when I started? Oh my gosh, Heather. Okay. DM me. DM me. We can definitely talk about it. Hell no, I get paid 1 week before 30-day. Yes, love it. Love it, Elena. Okay. So, and oh, yeah, saying misaligned, saying yes to misaligned clients. All right, what not to do? Okay. You guys are gonna laugh. I did not have this price. Okay, please don't judge me. Have you guys done like the or seen or done? And I actually went through my old Canva and I could not find it, but I can see it. I spent hours. Again, remember yesterday we were talking about money generating activities, creating cute, and this was before ChatGPT. So I had to like use my own brain, right? To like this. I don't remember the other two packages. Oh, steadfast. Oh, it was steadfast something. I don't remember. Steadfast something. And then helping hand was like another one. I don't remember the third one. The cheesiest freaking packages. But I literally created them and then put them on like remember the website that I had for like 2 weeks. And like when I hired my VA coach, she's like, get rid of that shit. I did that. I didn't charge $200, but definitely had the cheesy names. You don't have to do that. And another big mistake that I see, again, remember, I better not see on any of y'all's Instagram prices or here's what you get when you work with me, right? I feel like I just need to be like, okay, so example, what not to do. All three of these. You don't need to name them. Okay. You like, I literally spent hours thinking of these dumbass names that did not even matter. Okay. So we're gonna be walking you through what that looks like, what they should be called, which I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna save you literally hours by me just telling you what they're gonna be called. But you don't need to say over here with my steadfast whatever, we're giving you 3 posts a week, 15 minutes of engagement, and one Instagram story slides. Okay. Here's why. Your, again, potential clients are going to read that and they're going to be like, I need 5 posts a week, or I need this, or I need that. You guys are not going to be creating packages based on tasks. So, a great example of this, I had a client, Erica, loved her. She paid me. Remember, I told you like I had multiple clients at $35 an hour, right? That was as an experienced VA and OBM 6 years ago. Okay. So charge more than that starting out. But Erica, okay, so Erica and Chrissy. Chrissy was like the man that you should have never like swiped left or right on, whatever it is on Tinder. Okay. Not ideal, toxic. She was a fitness coach, guys, and she was mad. I was up at 5 a.m. Don't respond to your clients before 5 a.m. Not even before 8, maybe not before 10. Don't need to. But I did because no boundaries, right? Um, and she was mad that I was working out at 5 a.m. God, I miss those days. And was like, you need to quit working out and you need to go do this for my business. A fitness coach, right? I would hear my Voxer go off and I would like have a panic attack. But scarcity mindset, I was like, but she pays my mortgage. Think about the time, the 10 hours a week I could have gotten rid of her, put that towards finding an ideal client. It would have taken me like a few days. So work on the scarcity mindset. Okay. But Chrissy over here, Erica over here, Chrissy had me running her entire business, everything. I did DMs, I did her slides, I did her graphics, I did her launch strategy, I booked calls, I did client management. I literally was an OBM and ran that effing business for her for $35 an hour. Erica over here, I would sit and watch Gilmore Girls and like update her tracker. 35 bucks, 35 bucks. It does not matter what skill set you're doing. You want to know why? What matters is your area of expert or your years of experience. That's what matters. Also, have you invested in yourself? Because here's the thing, guys, if you invested in a program to help your business, you can charge more, right? That is part of your expenses as an entrepreneur, right? When I was saying like you need to factor in like all those things. And you also are going to learn, even if it's not just like for skill set, like Rebel Launch, you guys can charge more because you guys have invested in yourselves. That's costing you money. You are gaining experience from investing in yourself. You guys can go and charge more. So that's why I charged the same for both of them. It was not the skill set. Now, Erica had me at 5 hours a week. Chrissy had me at 10. So this package was 700. This one was 1400. But my hourly rate was the same. It does not matter. If they're choosing to have you do an easier task, it doesn't matter. If a task takes you less time than like maybe like a brand new bookkeeper or whatever it is your skill set is, you can charge more. If you have 20 years of admin experience, you can charge more because guess what? You can put that on in your Instagram through your content and talk about the experience, right? I want to go read the comments quick, guys. Oh my gosh, Crystal, I know. It's just like it's embarrassing to even admit that. I look back and I'm like, dude, I had so much like boundary issues. No, Jessica Pierce. I'm sorry I'm calling you out, but I'm calling you out. Oh, you don't need names, but simple enough. Yes. All right, guys. So here, you're gonna have a 5 hour week package. Write this down. 5 hour week. So that's not saying they're hiring you for a week. If someone wants to do a trial with you for 2 weeks, nope, not ideal. It's gonna take a lot longer, not a lot, but like a month to like get your groove, get onboarded, and see if it's a good fit. So someone's like, I want to do a trial. Like, what? No, it's your business. This is what we're doing. So 5 hours a week, I do it to like make the math easier, but it's 20 hours a month. That's your first package. That's your lowest package. So if someone doesn't have a minimum of 20 hours to outsource to you, they're not ideal. They are not premium clients. If they don't minimally have $800 a month to pay a virtual assistant, I don't mean this like because I know sometimes people get weird about money, but like in a cocky way or like arrogant way. But like with my business, I don't bat an eye at paying a VA $800 a month, right? That's like a drop in the bucket of like what goes out of my bank account, right? Like all my business expenses. So again, if you're wanting to work with 6 and 7 figure business owners, people that again are not going to be like, oh, I don't have $200 a month to pay you, not ideal. All right. So does that land? So, right, 5 hours a week, 5 times 4, 20 hours. Okay. 10 hours a week times 4 is 40 hours a month. Landed. I love it. I'm going to react to that one. Yes, Patrice. Also, you guys do not need to post your prices anywhere. All right. Do not do it. You don't need to. Actually, on the Q&A call with my Rebel Launch clients, I hopped on the Q&A with my co-coach Emily. I crashed her Q&A call. I miss my Rebel Launch clients. I'm like, I want to hop in, see how they're doing, and like interact with them, whatever. And so I was talking with them and someone, and oh, give me 1 second. Um, yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry about that. And the mindset shift that she had, she was like, yeah, 2 months ago, I would have taken this client on. She was like, $500 a month is that's not even worth my time. It's that mindset shift, you guys. So I'm going to walk you guys through client stacking. Again, take notes on this. All right. Keep it simple. You don't need a fancy name. You're basing your packages off of hours, not services. And I want to walk you guys through client stacking. So again, I'm giving away so much value. Listen to this. You guys should not be working over 30 hours a week, not a week in client work. All right. Because here's the thing, if you want to be full time, you guys are going to need, again, to do these money generating activities, to build up momentum, to keep your business sustainable. If you guys don't show up for 2 weeks at a time, again, remember, your idle clients that are, we already said, are silent lurkers and they're watching you, they're going to see you not show up for 2 weeks at a time in your business. They're going to go ahead and assume that you're not going to show up for 2 weeks in their business. All right. So you leave about 5 hours a week to put towards working on your business, right? Content, market research, booking and calls, et cetera, et cetera. All right. But it's your business. You don't have to work 30 hours a week. I worked 1 week, 40 hours in client work. My brain was so fried. And it was 1 week because I had like a client that was overlapping. And I was like, it was miserable. Okay. You guys, it's not like a 9 to 5 where you sit at a desk and you're like bored half the day, right? I mean, maybe that's not all of your 9 to 5s, right? Maybe if you're a nurse, probably not. But that was me as an admin. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm bored. You are literally actively doing things and using brain power that whole time. Again, you do not have to work full time, but if you only want to be booked out with 20 hours, you can totally do that. So one of my clients, Emily, she shut down her cleaning business. She was working, I think like over 30 hours a week, making like 2,000 something dollars a month. She made $7,000 in 1 month. When she was like at consistent before that, 4,000 something dollars a month, she was working 20 hours a week. 20 hours, making double of what she was going and doing cleaning. Okay. So when it comes to client stacking, again, because we're keeping it simple, if you want to get booked out to, let's just say 20 hours, keep the math simple because I got no sleep last night. You have 4 clients on your lowest package, 4 clients, again, at your lowest package, charging $800 per each of them, making or working 20 hours. And I got to get my calculator out, guys, because again, I'm like, I can't do that. I probably could. That's really embarrassing. Sorry, guys. So 4 clients, $3,200. You got $3,000 a month working only 20 hours a week. Remember? Because you have 4 clients, that's 5 for each. 5 times 4, 20. Who would like to work 20 hours a week and make $3,000 a month? 4 clients. 4 clients. You should not have more than 4 clients to be booked out. All right? Yes. So again, if you are working the full 30 hours booked out, again, still less than your 9 to 5, even with the 5 hours that's going to take for you to do these money generating. So that's literally an hour a day, Monday through Friday. Who has 5 hours a week to launch and start their fucking virtual assistant business? All y'all, everybody. I had a client this morning that was like, well, I don't have time to go and do my outreach, right? I said, okay, well, what are you going to do when you land a client? Which actually she would be able to like quit basketball coaching, I think. It's something to think about, right? There's excuses that we say, which that was not my client, of like, I don't want to do that. But in reality, it's finding the mom cracks in their day. So going and talking about Kara, right? Kara found the mom cracks in her day. You guys know she was a full-time student. She was working 80 hours a week. She joined Cookie Crumble to be able to join my program, which I just gave her access to the modules because she couldn't even afford the program. Kara, I'm sorry for making you feel like poo. But that's how bad she wanted this, all right? Now her highest income month is 20,000, right? Is your highest income month ever like 20,000? I don't need 20,000 something, right? But guess what? When she was working 80 hours a week and going through her divorce, oh yeah, 4 kids. One was 3 months old and going through my program. School, 80 hours, divorce, 4 kids. Okay. Right? Is that everything? I feel like I'm missing. What else did you have on your plate, Kara? But she found the mom cracks in her day. She did market research calls, which you guys don't even have to do with Rebel Launch because we've actually done it for you because we restructured. So you guys don't even have to do market research. But she found time in her day, 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here. She did it. No, Jen, I know. We were talking about it. You freaking got this. You guys got this. Oh my gosh, hell yeah. What have I been doing with my life? I would love. So we became friends. She went through the same coaching program with my VA coach. I like referred her. She's a nurse practitioner, you guys. And in my first year after investing, I made more money than her. And she's like, I'm so proud of you. But she's like, I literally spent 7 years going to college and you already made 6 figures and made more money than I do as a nurse practitioner. At the time, it made me feel guilty, which she did not mean it that way. She's an amazing human being. She did not mean it that way. But at the time, I felt guilty about that, right? But here's the thing. You guys have this opportunity to make your ROI back even more quickly than I ever did with my degree, which I spent $50,000 and some change on my degree, right? $18,000 in a month. Okay. I'm super close. I like that you're honest. You should have been like, I've made 30,000, Jane. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We don't play here. But guys, look at these freaking wins. And these are literally just like some of the ones that were at the top of Dropbox, but also the ones I thought you guys would resonate with the most. All right. So I didn't want to overwhelm you with like, oh my God, I made my first 15K month, right? But I want to show you guys what is possible. And this is what's possible. These are all clients of mine. So Ashley, Renee, I mean, I've helped a lot of women leave their 9 to 5 since then, but they were able to do it the quickest. They were amazing. Actually, Allison left her 9 to 5. Kara, I know you coached her too. How quickly did she leave her nursing job? She's in our other program now, but she actually replaced her nursing income, guys. This is huge. All right. So we're going to be digging into the homework here in just a little bit, but it is physically impossible for me to teach you guys everything in just a 2-day training. right? A free training. I want you guys to imagine where you're at right now, frustrated, doing all the wrong things, maybe a 9 to 5 that you don't enjoy. We cover everything. This is not a passive thing where it's like, oh, we're just going to help you set up your LLC, right? Because I know there's a lot of you I was talking to that have done something like that, or like, oh, hey, here's how to perfect your resume. This is not that. I'm giving you guys the full transformation. So, mindset, niche, content, setup, taxes. We've had a CPA. You guys name it. We've had mindset coaches, self-care coaches. We are literally just scratching the fucking surface. So if you guys really want to scale your business with little resistance, which yes, if you guys are ready to go to the next freaking level, we are going to be doing this together inside my program Rebel Launch. So if you guys want to have a conversation, if you guys want to hop on a call, I am an open book. I know a lot of you guys have already jumped in, which I love. Like after day one, I was like mind blown. I'm like, we've got some action takers, but you guys need, I want to make sure that you're a good fit. So anyone who said that they love Gilmore Girls, you guys are automatically, I'm just kidding, but you guys are in. We're good. We're going to vibe well together. But I also want to say, guys, I'm very, very proud of you. All right. I'm very proud of you because no matter what you guys choose, I am so proud of you. We have had, what was it, Kara, like 480 women sign up, almost 500. Maybe today we hit 500. I didn't see. And you guys are the ones who showed up. And if you're watching the replay, don't feel bad. I'm missing my kids' baseball games like the last 2 days, which I'm totally cool with. Not like guilt trip you guys. Okay. I chose the time. It's fine. But I know we're busy mamas too. So if you're watching the replay, I don't want to make you guys feel like bags of shit. You guys are fucking amazing. You guys are, I almost feel like it's almost harder to go watch a replay because it's not like live energy, right? You're like, dang it, I missed it. But so I'm proud of you guys too, even if you're watching the replay, because like busy mom life, I get it. Okay. But this is not a job. This is you owning your own business. You guys having that freedom that we were texting about, that you guys are commenting about on my polls on my Instagram stories. This is going to give you guys full freedom. All right. So if you guys need to get on a call, we're an open book. Kara and I are very, very honest. Libby, yeah. And here's what we're gonna do, guys. We're going to be doing a bonus call. So for anyone that signs up in the next 5 days, when you guys join Rebel Launch, you guys are going to get a bonus call to kickstart your direction in this program. So you're going to be getting more value, actual one-on-one coaching access for any questions you guys have before you do the program. We're going to walk you through the program. All right. There's going to be so much value in that free freaking bonus call. It's going to kickstart everything. It's going to get you freaking amped up. We're going to answer any questions you guys have on that. And you guys are also getting a discount. All right. Right now, this program is $37.50, but we're going to be getting you guys into 62, or it's normally 6,200. All right. So this expires. The bonus call is expiring in 5 days. Again, that's just my way of saying, hey, like you guys are freaking action takers and we're doing this. And I'm so freaking excited for you guys. I'm so excited. Whether you guys join, you can't join, like just you guys hopping on here, taking that step. Those of you guys, oh my gosh, I'm going to go back to this slide too. Those of you guys, again, I know there's so many more than just 4 of you. I couldn't get all the screenshots in here last minute on time. But you guys are posting. You guys took freaking action. You created an Instagram account. You guys tagged me in your stories, which, by the way, giveaways happening tomorrow. I forgot to mention that at the beginning. Go tag me in your stories if you guys haven't. Okay? This is a huge deal. You guys choosing to make mental health a priority, leaving your toxic 9 to 5, replacing your 9 to 5 income, being at home with your kids. This is, sorry, I'm tearing up. I love what I freaking do, you guys. I really, really do. And seeing you guys do this, it like, I'm not gonna lie, a little bit of PTSD of when I invested because I felt like I was gonna fucking puke. But that money that I invested, nearly $4,000, was life-changing. Life-changing. I built my dream home. I have been able to afford to have another child. Two, I was just like, I'm going to only be able to afford two, right? Being able to meet literally thousands of amazing women and make $2 million in my business is mind blowing to me. Never in a million years. I had my first 6-figure year. Oh my gosh, how old was I? 2020, I would have turned 30 that year. So I hit that before I turned 30, guys, when I was 29, had my first six-figure year. If I had stayed at my 9 to 5, without a doubt, would not be making six figures. There's so many opportunities. If you guys don't feel like this is the best fit for you, that's okay. If you guys are like, Jade said the F-bomb, that I've actually literally had people listen to my podcast. I check in with them, see if they like it. And they're like, you said a naughty word. And I'm like, that's totally cool. My grandma's the same way. I get it. My mom doesn't like to cuss. I get it. I was in the military. I got a potty mouth, right? That's okay. But I really want you guys to take this week to celebrate you guys taking this freaking leap and doing it. It's so amazing. Okay, sorry, so many comments. Jessica, I also already quit not having the oh fuck feelings. Oh no, what are we talking about? Oh my gosh, congratulations, Crystal. Yes, has even been helping to cover my rent. Oh my gosh. Guys, it makes me feel better. I went on state insurance. When I started my virtual assistant business, I left. I would say making $1,000 a month doing it on my own for 18 months. We and my now ex-husband, we qualified for, I did it. Because here's the thing, guys. It's there for when you need it. Am I on it now? No, I can't be now because I make too much money, right? But it's okay. Here's one thing too. I'm able now, like I donate money every month to St. Jude's. It's not just about, ooh, I want to go buy a new camper, which is totally on my bucket list. I bet Kara's like, oh my God, Jade, you were talking about, I want a new camper. But here's the thing. It wasn't just about that. I wanted to be able to donate. We have a past client right now. Her mom just got diagnosed with cancer. I was able to donate where before I was never able to do that. It feels so good. Like in my small community page, there's people, right? It's so good to give back. And that was one thing that was on my bucket list that I was never able to do because I was barely scraping by. So just give you guys another perspective. Because I saw the word charity crystal, so that's where I went with that. But loving this energy. Yes. Thank goodness my chap's on spring break so I can learn. Yes. And Patrice, you're already in Rebel Launch. So like, we got you. I want to do the program so bad. I'm trying to figure out how to manage it. Yes. Talk with Kara, guys. Yes. Yeah. We just worked with someone a few hours ago too. Like, here's my thing. If money is the only issue, we'll figure something out because I don't want that to be the only reason that you guys are not able to do that, okay? That you're not able to join. I love you inspiring so much. Aw, Jessica, you can do it. I always say if I can do it, again, remember, I grew up in Beaver, Iowa. I love my hick voice with 50 people, okay? If I can do it, anyone can do it. Oh my gosh, Jessica, you can, Jessica. Like we were talking, like you have the experience. You really, really can. Here's the thing, and it's one of my new favorite quotes. I'm going to butcher it. It's Alex Hormozy. He says, your goal is not the problem. It's like your timeline or time frame that you have for that goal. So many virtual assistants and I promise I'll get off my pedestal and I will go to the homework, I promise. But so many virtual assistants, you guys, um, they sorry, I lost my train of thought because I was reading the chat. ADHD here, that's my superpower. Oh my gosh, where was I going with this? Oh yeah. So many virtual assistants beat themselves up because they didn't reach their goal within a specific time. Think about this. If I would have, and here's the thing, guys, again, not even with Rebel Launch. If you guys like look at me, I did it on my own for 18 months and I did not give up. I almost did. I had a total mental, and by the way, if you have a breakdown about your business, through a breakdown comes a breakthrough. All right. Remember that from a breakdown comes a breakthrough every time. And so even if it takes you a little bit longer, if you're like, oh my gosh, like I can afford to invest or I can't do this, right? Or whatever it is, that's okay. That's okay. Your journey is your own. I don't reflect back on the 18 months. Were there times where I was like, oh, I wish I invested sooner? Yes. Denise, one of our current clients, oh my God, love her. Care to call with her today. And she's like, I love Denise. We love Denise. She watched me for 2 years. I have a client case study if you guys want to watch it. Let Kara know, she can drop the link for you guys. 2 years she watched me and she said, my only regret is that I did not find you sooner. And I should have put that screenshot in here, but I couldn't find it. I did look for it. But she said that, right? So like, don't wait 2 years, not even to like invest, but like, don't wait 2 years to start. Okay. Do it now. Go balls to the wall now. Yes, I said balls to the wall. Do it. We love Denise. Oh my gosh. What, Jenna? And where did you find Denise? Did you like did you like stalk my Instagram? You're like, I need to know how you guys connected, first of all. Okay, while you're telling me that story, oh, Jessica, you saw me, I cried. Kara knows I'm an emotional person. I cry. What? Oh my gosh, Kara, is she like she messaged you? Oh, maybe didn't okay. I'm just letting you know if she was like praising us. I did not tell her to do that. I swear to God. I did not. Shouldn't swear to God, but I did not. But what? I'm like mind blown. Kara, you got to cut this out of the replay, but I'm mind blown. Maybe because well, you know what? You guys, she's hustling, making connections with other people. Oh, because of her new offer. Oh, is that why, Kara? Kara's coaching her right now. Yes. Okay. I literally was like, okay, is she like watching my Instagram? She's like a total, like, she loves like Rebel Launch. She actually, guys, I talked about her a little bit yesterday too. She was able, her husband had to be on the road for like weeks at a time, right, Kara? And he drives bus for like well, he was doing it for Broadway. He got a new job driving bus because he doesn't need as much money because now Denise is going to be the sugar mama, literally. She's making more money now. So she was actually able to bring him home closer so he doesn't be gone for weeks at a time and he gets to drive around A-list celebrities. I'm like, okay, if he meets Jennifer Aniston, I want a signed autograph. No, like he only was away for a year. Okay. I have too many clients. I can't keep them all straight sometimes. It's because this whole thing and the people just make me feel like, oh my gosh, you are not crazy. Oh, oh, that makes me so happy. Yeah, she was so like that was literally her goal in the discovery call was like she's like I want to do this. So, okay. I literally thought Kara she was like messaging people that was like join Rebel Launch, it's amazing or something. So that's so funny. All right, guys. So, homework. Oh, sorry guys. I do not have a link for you today. I apologize. I forgot to erase that from yesterday. But um the link though is the Rebel Launch link. There you go. We'll do it that way. Build your packages. So, now you guys know what you need to be charging, how to structure them. Don't need a fancy name. If you want to do it, if you're more creative than me, and you're not going to spend hours on it, I guess you can. You don't need a fancy name because they're not going to be posted anywhere. Do you want to know where my prices were at? On a sticky note on my wall above my thing. So if I was on a discovery call and I got nervous, they were like right in front of me so I could like remember them. I still remember them from charging $35 an hour. 700, 1400, and 2100. Just from it's ingrained in here. Okay. You're going to create your second Instagram post. So now you guys know how to go create a proper post. We talked about the Epiphany Bridge, which is appealing to the emotions. And that's what's going to make people want to work with you. Again, I'm trying to find it. Create those agitations. Remember? Walk them through where they're at now and where they're going to end up when they work with you. All right. And then again, tag me on Instagram stories if you have not. And also, if you guys create a new business account, I followed so many of you the last 24 hours. I will go follow you on Instagram as well, too, guys. All right. Now, I know we went over time again. I apologize. But if there are any last minute Q&As, please. I love that it's taped to your desk, Patrice. Yes. Trying to make face. Guys, I retired. I don't think I even did that my intro yesterday either. I retired my husband last June. When we had our daughter, I retired him. He was doing construction, landscape, like manual labor, making around $3,000 a month, working his ass off. And the heat, the cold, you guys know, right? Like construction, it's freaking hard, so hard on his body. It felt so good for me to retire my husband, and now he's at home with our daughter. So, yes, we're at home with each other 24/7 because I work from home, right? Love my daughter dearly. Kind of glad she was able to go with grandma the last couple of nights. Love her. Sometimes we just need a little mom break, right? But I was able to do that from the decision that I made 7 years ago. So, all right, who's gonna be doing the homework? Who is ready? Who has been watching this and is like, I know there's a lot of you that were like, I don't have virtual assistants for me. Who feels like virtual assistant is for them? Let's end it on a positive note. Yes, me. I love this, you guys. Who is ready to take that freaking leap and dive into their business? I need to convince my husband so I can join. Oh my gosh. Jessica, if you need to text me tonight too, you can. Oh, Jenna. Jenna, I got freaking goosebumps, girl. Like literally, I do. That's how I feel about being a VA coach. I don't even feel like a VA coach. Sometimes I feel like a life coach. I know there's a lot of people that I've talked to that are going through a divorce. It's like weird. I don't know. Which is like sad too, but a lot of them that are like literally, I feel almost like I'm like a life coach because here's the thing. I was going through a divorce when I was starting my business. All right. When I was going into coaching. And for me, this gave me the confidence to show up. It is my passion, even on days where it's like I never have a day where I'm like, I don't want to go to work. I'm serious. Even on my hardest days as an entrepreneur, I would never go back to a 9 to 5. I would be bored. I would be miserable. I love what I freaking do. Jenna, you can literally just like, so Denise, like, yeah, she's creating a new offer, but like her ideal client's going to be a virtual assistant. So like she's doing like semi coaching too. But oh my gosh, where are the wins at? Um, but here we go. So like Brianna doing coaching, Brittany doing coaching, Erin. Oh my God, Erin right here. She was my client from freaking 2020. She's still an OBM. Again, I'm not blowing smoke up your ass when I say, like, I help you build sustainable business. Erin left her 9 to 5 with me in, well, 2021. She had a stake. She was in a contract. So she got booked out so quickly that for 8 months, she did continue coaching with me. For 8 months, we had to create a wait list for her. I'm not even kidding you because she went through my program, I think like July or June. Again, this is 2020. Summer 2020. She wasn't able to leave until like March or April of 2021, but she still has an online business. Okay. Kylan does coaching. Ashley pivoted into coaching as well. Samantha's a current client. Jasmine does coaching. Over $15,000 in revenue too that she's collecting. I need want to go on vacations. Yes, Jen. I love it. All right, guys. So again, so proud of you guys. Thank you for showing up. If you're watching replay, I'm proud of you as well too. This is exactly what I've been looking for, honestly. Hey, Ashley. Yay. Thank you. Thank you. So excited. All right, guys, let's go do the damn thing again. You guys are not doing this alone. Feel free to message me, DM me if you guys have my cell phone number. If you guys are like, I want this, I'm not sure what it's going to look like, we will figure it out. All right. I'm here to support you. Mandy, bye. All right, guys, I'm going to go to my son's baseball game. You guys are fucking badasses. You guys are so welcome. And I will talk to you guys soon on my cell or on Instagram. Bye.